The 1970s began with two of the best goal scorers in Campbell history burning up the record books. Bill Young scored 31 goals in 1970, a CU single-season record, if it wasn't for his teammate. Gary Woodward scored 35 that same year. The dynamic duo helped catapult Campbell to a third-place finish in the national tournament. Woodward kept going in 71, scoring 38 more goals. His 117 career goals was an NAIA national record. From 1970 to 76, Campbell won 4 district championships, averaging 13 wins a season, before the jump to NCAA Division I in 1977.
Coincidentally, it was that 1970 third-place finish in the NAIA tournament held just down the road in Dunn that had a profound effect on 3 Buies Creek brothers, who would later go on to be a big part of Campbell's first trip to NCAA Division I territory.
That was probably the first soccer game we ever saw, and it was a national championship setting, so it was intense, and we kind of grew to love the sport from that day forward.
It was so cold that night. I said I'd never play this sport. It was so cold that night.
But bad weather could not keep the brothers from the beautiful game. And from 1977 to 1984, 1, 2, or even 3 Scarborough brothers could be found on the Campbell roster.
We love each other and grew up playing and training together, and so it was normal for us, but it was. Other people looked at it like it was a big deal, but it was fun.
Growing up in Buies Creek, the Scarborough boys saw firsthand how a college soccer program reached an entire community.
We would go to all the different little high schools around and talk about soccer and show videos of English soccer games going on. And this was a hotbed for soccer back in the mid-70s to mid-80s as far as in the youth movement.
Suddenly, a part of the state that didn't know soccer just a decade ago couldn't get enough of it.
They had to part the crowd to let us into the field. We were playing NC State. They were ranked in top 10 in the country. There were probably 2,000 or 3,000 people there. Soccer was really big. We drew from the community too. People from 10, 15, 20 miles away would come watch the games.